Yeah, we are starting. Okay, posting live now with your Twitter.
Sure.
Nope, not Donald Trump. We are not live with Donald Trump.
Imagine.
Oh,
you get
God.
a lot of followers.
Some I don't want. All right. Oh, so we have people already. Sleepless. Tude. Hi. Oh, because I wrote dude. You did dude backwards. Tude. Hey, let me just stop that. Hey. All right, so we got people. We thought there'd be no one watching on a Saturday because usually people are out. Do we want to hear a SoundCloud track? Not doing reviews quite yet. Track feedback or whatever you call it.
I mean, I guess we could, depending on how things go. We just started, though.
We just started. Awesome as. So do you want to see, us two kind of like that, and then the chat?
Yeah, the chat. That's good.
There.
Chat right there. Yeah, that's good.
Sitting here until the sun comes up. That is the best way to go about it.
Okay, this is what we have here. So I just baked some brownies.
They're pretty neat.
And then Brent's having some wine.
Having some wine. Homemade wine. Let's set this here. Duty. Yeah. Oh, 30 people. Breaking out the wine? Yeah, it's that kind of day. 1:16 a.m. Are you weed? Are we weed? No, we're not weed. Not weed brownies.
That we could try that sometime, though, for sure.
We are in Canada, after all.
Canada, it's legal.
Legal. What's this? Oh, OBS got an update. Who here's from the Reddit Discord? Probably not a whole lot of people. No, I'm not gonna post there. No one's on.
Why? Oh, nobody's there.
Yeah. Oh, but it's really cool because when I'm on Discord, streaming mode is enabled, so I am not to be bugged or whatever.
So it just automatically puts you on streaming mode.
Oh, and it can hide.
Oh, you're in the UK. Cool.
It can
Brazil.
hide
Dead Mouse new album. Are you producing ASMR? I actually think that's a great idea.
I should. Yeah.
You really should. There's money in it.
Yes.
And you'd be helping a lot of people too.
I don't know what would I say? What I do I don't know what you do.
Did you listen to Justice's new album?
No, not yet. It came out the same day Dead Mouse's album was leaked, and I haven't listened to that either. Yeah. Sup, Andrew? These are all new people.
Hey, I'm curious how you guys discovered Sadowik.
Yeah, how do you discover me?
How did you find out about...
Probably the Ableton thing.
This weirdo over here.
I'm not that weird.
Best videos ever? Yeah, you do have good videos.
They're okay.
Ableton.
The Ableton ones, yeah. YouTube Rabbit Holer. That is the best way to go. Oh, I see. Oh, is that where we want the Dean? Oh, no, that's fine because the thing. Okay. Matrix album thing. Oh, you discovered me through my album. That's pretty cool. How do you discover that? That's what I want to know.
Cool. I have a question actually. Would any of you, and this is not because we're actually going to do this.
Through Seamless.
Those are Seamless. Seamless is great. I'm curious.
Beard.
This is me, not Sadowik at all, but I'm just wondering if anybody would like do live sessions with him in person, like if he did a tour or something.
Well, you have like
I don't even know if he'd want to do. We haven't talked about.
Showed up
this.
at your house,
but I had this idea. I'm like, oh,
and your mom made me.
If we
breakfast.
were on tour, and you like see people wanted like in-person instruction, would you do that?
Yeah.
Because you're pretty good in person too.
Oh yeah, well.
Anyway, I was curious.
Yeah. I wanted to do something like that, but yeah, just a lot going on.
That would be fucking cool. Yeah, right?
Yeah. It'd be like a house tour.
Yeah, it's just a different way to connect
sleep on
with
your
people.
couch.
And you could go and like live stream with people and like do a stream of giving them feedback on their music or what they're doing or whatever.
Yeah. All 44 episodes of the Ableton Ultimate course helped me so much. Yeah, there's 44 videos. Yeah, it's like 7 hours of me talking. I don't know how I did that.
You can have all the couches.
Have all the couches. You gotta have 2 couches for...
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, I get the hotel. You can have the couch.
Okay.
But no, that's cool.
You be in the guest bed. When I call MIDI clips guys and says boom, yeah, I do call certain things guys.
He says boom so much that my 4 or 3-year-old nephew is like, what does boom mean?
Yeah.
We had to explain to him what boom means.
He had the assumption that boom meant fart.
Boom sounds like fart to a 4-year-old. It's easily.
It really does.
Have we ever? Oh yeah, you did play Pokemon Go, didn't you? Did you? No, you didn't play it.
There's no reception when we
No, there's no reception, but you were interested in it.
I was interested in it, and then I heard that it was pretty cool, and they released an update, and they messed up. Yeah. I don't even have a phone anymore.
Are you going to do any more Ableton tutorials? Someone's asking that.
Do any more Ableton tutorials? Yeah, I have a.
You know what you should do? You guys should make recommendations on what he should do tutorials on, because I think you want to make lots of tutorials. So
yeah, well, I gotta get the Bitwig one going. How was my experiment on the Slate VMS? Well, you used that too. Mm-hmm. You were the dummy.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, we went down to the headquarters. It was in like the Malibu. No, not Malibu.
It was in the Hollywood Hills.
In the Hollywood Hills. It's like a house.
Yeah, it was neat. It was like an old hunting lodge that they'd converted into
an office space. And then there's
space.
Steven's house, I assume. And then there's like another house that's a studio. It's just 3 houses.
Canadian politics confuses. Oh yeah, you guys are talking.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, politics are banned from this. This is like a safe space from politics.
Yes.
Please.
I will get triggered.
We will.
I'm trying to help everyone forget.
Or just like have other interests, because it's like you can't get away everywhere we go. We were just at the laundromat and and it was fine. It was a good conversation. Yeah. It's not that you shouldn't think or talk about politics, but we're here to talk about music and stuff.
Music and girls.
Sure, let's talk about girls.
We're going to give you dating advice.
Yes. Oh, yes.
How to get
an alternative to red pill stuff. If you know what, following red pill just makes you seem like a weak, insecure guy, just so you know.
I think my audience is a little
They know that.
They're a little bit smarter than that. And yeah.
Dank memes.
Yee.
Yee. Mixing and mastering in an organized form. That would be a good tutorial.
Mixing and mastering it's so like...
And a sound design tutorial. Someone else was saying.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into mastering. Like every track's kind of different.
You get asked that every time.
What?
Someone's asking what you think of ghost production.
What do I think about it? make that money, girl. I don't know what I think about it. It could be a good career path. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me make an argument for ghost production that not everybody is a performer and not everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, now.
Well, explain what happens in like, we'll say, mainstream music. Like, there's just a bunch of writers.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of writers. Yeah.
Like,
we're getting a whole bunch of.
Yeah. Limiter shootout video would be cool. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I should probably. Well, I don't want to say which company is better than another. Like, I used to do that in the beginning where I totally shit on like a company. And maybe I still do, kind of. But yeah, I don't want to like compare, because I know these companies on a personal level. You know, I don't want to say. I want to like accentuate the positives of each plugin and let the consumer make that choice. I feel all self-righteous saying that. You make the choice. No, like, yeah, I have kind of a responsibility, and this is someone's career and passion. So certain plugins, certain limiters have their pluses and then their minuses. Some are more geared towards contemporary music. Some are more geared to EDM. Stormthrow making mad bass sounds. We could do that. I think the artist saying for any people to get a hang of. The what? Oh yeah, well that's mixing and mastering. Usually you hire someone to do that at the end, and they kind of know what they're doing.
If you have any budget at all, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that your ears get tired and you lose a sense of objectivity. So just having another element in the mix, no pun intended, really makes a big difference. Especially if you trust that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
They should have like a good track record.
Like even people that are good mixers will have someone else mix their stuff sometimes. They have,
Yeah. Dave Pensato,
like producers that are good mixers.
Dave Pensato once said, just like, if everyone struggles with mixing and mastering, even like mixing engineers. Because Dave Pensato, he'll like be working into the evening and you'll be like, oh my God, like my career is for nothing. Like, this absolutely sucks. This is the worst. And he'll come back the next day and he'll be like, I'm a genius.
Yeah, that's so true. That is the other thing, is that depending on so many different things, what you hear in one moment will sound totally different in another. So you really have to give things time. I feel though at a certain point people get to the point where they don't need to do that. But definitely for me, for everything, I have to.
I think Isotope as well is setting like a trend. Neutron, how it'll like show you where frequencies are masking is kind of a good starting point.
We should read some other people's.
Oh God, okay. Do I think Parawave is better than X-Verse Serum? Parawave is pretty good. The price point is where they kind of fall behind. Yeah, they really need to, I like them. I like those guys, but they need to kind of figure out a pricing scheme that works for everyone. They're kind of, that's like the only bad thing I'll say about it. You honestly use the Ableton stock stuff on processing? That's actually not too bad, because the new EQ was reprogrammed with better filters by Andrew Semper, who really knows what he's doing. The filters and the EQ are quite top-notch. They're really good quality. And so nothing wrong with using the Ableton stock stuff when processing. And there's some plugins made by Softtube within Ableton, and Softtube now makes some of the best plugins in the world. So YOLO swag.
Where you going?
I know. We're getting too many questions.
Yeah, it's good that you guys are great, but we have to. We're behind a bit.
What about DJing? Do I need to remix everything I want to play? No, you don't need to do that. It's kind of good. It kind of sets you apart. But the only people that'll really notice that are other DJs, I think, or other like music aficionados. So it's like, yeah, it's a good way to learn production. Like, I did that a lot. I would do like edits and mashups and add like a Donna Summers vocal hook in the middle or whatever, or like put two songs together. Yeah, the most chill guy out there. I hope so.
It's true. He is very chill.
think teaching people music theory and showing how it applies to composing a track can improve workflow and just the download of automatic chord and scale plugins. Yeah, that's true.
Depends on how you think about music. Not everybody thinks about music in that way.
Yeah.
A lot of people use their ears. I use my ears. I know theory, but I never use it.
Mm-hmm.
I probably do subconsciously, but I don't consciously use music.
You know what I do? I run things through Melodyne, and that's how I can figure out what the notes are.
Yeah, you do. But you know what? You know more than you realize, though. You know more than you realize. You absolutely do.
Yeah. I guess I'm
You just
awesome.
Use Melodyne as like your confirmation.
I want to verify.
You want to know for sure, yeah.
I'm like, is this in D major or A?
Also making it really comprehensible.
No music back in then. Yeah, well, like classical music theory, like like Hans Zimmer has a master class coming out, and Deadmau5 as well. And neither of them know how to read sheet music that well. I don't think Hans Zimmer knows how to read sheet music at all.
You know what? Sadowic's not passive aggressive. Like someone said you're passive aggressive. He's actually not. He will speak his mind.
Wait, who says that?
Someone said you're passive aggressive, but you're not really at all. That's like you're not really like a manipulative comment lever as much. But maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen that side of you.
Passive aggressive? I don't know.
It was a funny comment.
I don't see it. I guess it's gone
you're
now.
The kind of guy that would leave Post-it notes all over the house, like passive aggressive Post-it notes.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see that, but okay.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer doesn't know music theory, and he's like...
Can you scroll back?
Making boatloads of money.
There you go.
You wanted to buy a Moog Slim Fatty, but I don't have an interface with MIDI I/O. Can I just use this USB for MIDI? Yeah, I believe it has USB. It doesn't carry audio over MIDI. So, yeah, you might need to get... I would get an interface before you get a Slim Fatty. I think that's, a bit... I think the priority is there to get something with, like, ASIO and whatever. Do you need a deep knowledge in music theory? No, not entirely. It's good to have. Like Steve Duda went to music school, and he's like a very educated person, but he doesn't really use it. But yeah, he has like a good ear for certain things. As far as I know, his words, not my words. My God, stop moving. Okay. Yeah, he is really incredible. And I think him not knowing a whole lot of music theory lends to his incredible sound. Because when you're like classically trained, you kind of get into a trap, do you think?
Yeah.
You get into like, I think it's called like the jazz trap.
Well, you can't break away from the written note, so you can't improvise. But I mean, if you're playing some complicated jazz, someone mentioned that he had to learn music theory when he was doing jazz. I mean, it can't hurt, but some of the best jazz players out there never used theory. They were completely ear-based. So I think it just depends on who you are. Some people really benefit from music theory. It's not a bad thing to learn. It's never a bad thing to learn. It's good to have as a second. It's like a bag. If you have a bag of tools, right? You can have.
Well, think about all these great
a box cutter, or a scalpel, or a knife, or scissors to cut paper, and they're all good.
Yeah.
Some people will go to the scissors all the time, but other people will use that's kind of what it is.
I prefer a knife. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say think of all the great guitarists that kind of taught themselves, or like a lot of people.
Charlie Parker. Huh? No, Charlie Parker.
Yeah.
You were saying that you make these great melodies and then you mix it and it sounds awful. Not everybody's born with a good ear, and if you're not, there's no shame in using things like Melodyne. Brent was not born with a perfect ear, but I think you've developed an ear over the years of making music.
Yeah.
But you should tell these guys what you use, because it's pretty cool. Like, you can figure stuff out by using plugins and things.
Yeah, well, it's Melodyne and Ableton Push and just what kind of sounds right. And then like going on Wikipedia and then finding a scale that's like complementary or whatever.
Someone said you can come sleep on their couch in South Africa. That's awesome.
It's pretty far to fly to sleep on a couch. Who's that guy that's like really famous in South Africa?
Oh, Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
I love Rodriguez.
We listen to him on the road a lot.
Mixing and getting instruments to sound in the mix. How do you do that? Is that what you're asking, Matthew? How do you get instruments to sound out in a mix?
Sound out in a mix. You find, yeah, you EQ everything else out, and that will stand out in the mix.
Do you ever own a crack plugin or I don't know.
Do you ever own a crack plugin or started out? Yeah, when I was like young. Didn't have a job or anything. It happens and it's a reality, but yeah. You wouldn't download a car, would you? Ever see that commercial?
No.
Oh. It's just like you wouldn't. It's like
I'm sure people would if they could, though. Just saying.
Yeah. That's the point. It's like downloading. It was like a thing like anti-downloading movies and like anti-Napster. It's like you wouldn't download a car. You'd be like, bitch, I would if I could. Can you imagine downloading a car? No, bitch is a 5-letter word. 5-letter words are okay. It's the 4-letter words that get you in trouble.
This guy's drummed for 11 years. You didn't learn music theory till later. And he figured out what works by trial and error. That's cool.
Yeah. It's intuition, and it's like it's a bit of like emulation, intuition.
Oh, yeah. That music in that commercial is pirated. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's go to
Point Blank Electronic Music Production College. Do you think that they would pay him to come? Because that's an expensive trip.
That is a very expensive trip.
But yeah, that would be super cool.
I go down there and be like...
You could do a tour of schools. That's actually something interesting.
Well, I did kind of a tour of studios.
How many years have you been producing Sadowik? Yes, you're saying that they would pay him? Well, you send us an email with an offer.
We'll get like the Sadowik guy down there and then the T-Nile girl.
Oh, he said that Pirate Bay is running servers from a pirate ship in the ocean.
Doesn't surprise me.
That's funny.
How many years have I been producing? I think I was like 13, so however long 13 years of age is.
16 years?
Yeah, something like that. Computer music.
With actual pirates on a ship?
Wow. Neat.
Is that true? Wow. I'm gullible a little bit, so...
I think yeah. I think for a while they wanted to declare their own country on a decommissioned oil driller thing in the ocean. Yeah.
What are we doing? We're just
chilling out.
Chilling out. I baked some brownies, which I would love to share with you guys, but
we will express mail brownies to
brownies.
you.
Yum.
You want to download a pirate ship? Is it illegal to pirate a pirate ship? Everything you read on the internet is true, guys.
Yeah, those brownies smell amazing. We haven't eaten them yet. They're just sitting there tempting us off to the side.
The biggest Irish gang in Ireland. You have a story about that, but I don't think you should repeat it.
Really?
Or people that may or may not be working for us have a story about...
Oh, really? We're going to talk about that later. That sounds interesting.
More wine and we'll talk about it.
Oh, the wine.
Wine has like a sediment on the bottom.
This is crazy. This wine, it's like moonshine wine that my dad made out of blackberries.
Notice the little sip.
It's
Will you ever retire producing someday? Of course, when my ears turn to garbage. But that won't be till I'm like 80.
Brent listens to everything really quiet, and I listen to some things a little bit loud, and I've got hearing damage, and he doesn't. So there's a lesson. Quiet is good.
Mm-hmm.
What sounds secretive?
The thing that
I don't think
it's appropriate to talk about.
Whisper it in my ear.
These are audio kids. They can enhance the audio.
Oh, never mind.
I'll have to like sign language or write it down.
What are you talking about?
Irish gang in Ireland.
Oh yes.
Don't say it.
Okay. Shh. Okay. Yeah.
You can be Tiesto. The old gears are still produced. Yeah, I want to be 55 years old and dressed like a 21-year-old. That'd be great. No,
hey,
I like
a great
Tiesto.
in music died today, and she didn't even start her career till her 50s. Sharon Jones. You guys should go check her out. She's amazing. She just died, sadly, of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, pancreatic cancer is a fucking asshole.
Oh, you're roasting Tiesto? Is that what you're doing?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of Tiesto. Back when he was DJ Tiesto. No, I feel bad.
Don't be ageist.
No, I'm not I'm just...
That's nasty.
No, the thing about Tiesto is he went from like a really awesome genre of music and a very authentic thing that he was doing, and then he just did a 180 and, started playing to frat kids.
Someone wants to see you fist pump at Ultra and make generic EDM. That sounds like the definition of your nightmare. Okay, you pay me. If you pay him enough, he'll do that.
You pay me $100,000. I will do that wearing a fucking bunny suit. And
100,000? Yeah.
That's how much.
That
I think that's like starting.
Yeah.
They pay a lot of money just for like everyone. Yeah, tears of the. Yeah, there's that, and then there's
favorite artists. Who are your favorite artists?
Sparkles. Favorite artist? I like Deadmau5. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have a shock mount for the mic, so no bunny shit. Not a bunny suit.
Serge. Are you in Russia? Serge?
We love Russians.
We're very into Russian stuff these days.
Wait, someone did a bunny suit thing? I should dress up as a marshmallow.
Yeah, why not? Just a big puff.
It's been done.
Ableton is better than any other DAW.
Digital.
Oh, you're in Russia. Cool. We need tutorials on how to do proper Russian humor and Russian accents, because it's the next big thing. Just wait. You're going to see it all over the
ReFX
place.
Avenger? No, I haven't looked at that yet. I don't think it's out, and I think they use like a dongle or something, or like they're contemplating whether or not to use a dongle or not. I'd like to check it out. Yeah, if you're watching, one of the 36 people.
Hybrid sound system. You gotta check that out. I have to check that out. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep knocking on things.
A little restless.
Sorry.
Did you have any tea?
I ate a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
So.
Serum's still the go-to. I'm trying to use a bit of everything. Everything kind of has its own brittleness.
Melodyne is what it's called.
Melodyne.
Melodyne.
Melodyne. D-Y-N-E. Melodyne.
I personally do not hate Justin Bieber. I think he's overrated, maybe.
I think, yeah.
But he relates
he's
to young
easy to
people.
hate. He's easy to hate,
He's
but
really talented, though.
he's young. And if you would have saw me when I was 21, you would have been like...
And he
"What the
came
hell's
from
wrong
a
with that
really
kid?"
poor, kind of rough family. And he made himself. He did it himself. And I think it's so easy to hate people that are super successful. He's not the brightest person in a way. He's very smart as a creative, like, dancer. But he could stand to take a few history lessons and other things. But, I don't hate him. Do you hate him?
No, I don't know. I can only name one song of his. Yeah.
I actually listened to his most recent record.
You're the pop music.
It's the first time I've ever
fan.
listened to a Justin Bieber record. I listened to the whole thing driving from Vancouver to Portland, and I liked it. I didn't like his singing, but I thought the production was great, and I thought the songs were great. But I think his singing is really quite boring. For me, I think it's just not that great. It's overly pitch corrected, and it's just too perfect and not soulful. But you know, it was a good record. It was really well produced.
Yeah. Ever been to BC? We live in BC.
We're in BC right now.
2 weeks to the Avenger launches, I believe, but there's loads of videos showing its functions and presets. Yeah, I think it's kind of, you know, they want like a nexus because it's made, the sound designer is the same sound designer for Nexus, obviously. So, you know, it's a way to get like the Nexus presets and then change them and tweak them and stuff like that. You know.
Electronic music and where it's going. We had this question last time. Where do you think electronic music is going?
Where is it going? It's going down. Or it's
going back to its roots.
It's going back to
all the hype is like fading away, and then it can just be what it is, which is that it'll always have an audience and hardcore people that love it. What do you say to your haters?
I don't think I have any haters. Like people that hate me, I don't know if anyone really does. Or the people that don't really matter. Let's see, who hates me?
You've had like jerky comments where people go, oh, you know, you're more of a tutorial guy than a composer, and like,
oh yeah, that's fine.
You've got hardly any plays on, like, by comparison to, you've got 100,000 followers, but you've got very few followers on this or whatever.
Yeah, that's because I'm a YouTube guy. I'm not a SoundCloud guy.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
But you don't
Melodyne, you can use it for anything polyphonic. So like, yeah, you can do whole songs, and it'll kind of tell you the key, and it detects each kind of thing. Yeah, it's for vocals. It's also for, you know, guitar, piano, and all that.
Just for the people that just tuned in, this is a politics-free
no
chat.
No, it's interesting to talk. Like,
I guess we can talk about it. I don't know.
I think T-Nile needs a glass of wine, and then we can talk about politics. She'll just go crazy. She'll flip the computer.
I'm a Bernie person, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you said it.
But I am. I'm not going to lie.
A Canadian supporting Bernie.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I support Elizabeth May. Look her up. She's Canadian.
Yeah. I don't hate anyone.
Yeah, and people don't tend Hitler. To hate you.
Hitler's an asshole.
People don't tend to hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, do we understand German? Is that what you're asking? Someone asked about German.
Spreche English.
We're filming from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Is that your girlfriend? I don't know.
Well,
What?
Yeah. Where are we in Canada?
We are in Canada.
We're in Canada.
Marshmallows.com. I don't know any Marshmallow songs. Like .com, like Kim.com, like the mega upload guy.
Is Melodyne just for vocals?
No. It's for everything.
That is a painting that my mom did, actually. It's a beautiful painting. Look. It's bigger. You can't see the whole thing, but here, I'll pan it. Can I pan it? Okay, never mind.
Tip it. I'll just tip it.
See, it's like, it's a painting of the island that we live on.
Yeah.
Till you go this side, and then it looks better in real life.
Yeah. Yes. Well done. Yes.
I'll tell my mom you guys like it. She'll be pleased.
She's at an art show right now.
She is at an art show.
The frame, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, the frame is cool. The frame is like a city, and then the inside is, so the frame is Vancouver where we are now, and the inside is the island that we're from. Are you telling people where you are?
Yeah, it's on my Twitter.
Oh, Galliano. Yeah. Shave your beard.
It looks green. It looks red.
Beard.
My beard. I look like a redhead.
Is awesome, but a lot of guys don't like beards. I think. Hey Gabe, do you not like his beard because you can't grow one?
I can't grow any here. It only just grows here.
We both can draw, actually.
We both can grow facial hair. No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah, I've shaved cleanly, so you can't see anything. One of us has to be clean shaven.
Yeah. It's like the power of my eyebrows.
Who are you asking, Serge?
Serge.
What music do you like and what music inspires you? Are you asking Sado? Probably.
Well, let's do you. What's your favorite kind of music?
Oh, it's too long of a list. You'd have to narrow it down. Like, what am I into right this second? No, I think they want to know from you. They don't want to know from me. They want to know you. What inspires you? This is your stream.
Well, your name's down there too.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Who do I like right now? Oh my God, Valerie June, but she's not electronic.
Doesn't matter.
Electronic. I like a lot of pop. I like Robin. I like Sia. I like. But I like so much stuff. I like Sadowik.
Good answer.
I like Sadowik.
I like T-Nile.
We've been working on stuff, you guys. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to share what we've been working on. That was not a complete answer. It's been one of those days. Our brains.
I like Deadmau5.
Yeah, you really like Deadmau5.
I like Justice. I like just
Skrillex.
Pop.
I like Skrillex actually. The stuff that you've played me. I don't listen to a lot of just.
I like Rez. And
Rez is cool. And Rez, you guys should check out Rez.
And
she's
Vinay,
awesome.
they probably all know who Rez is.
Okay, fine.
Can I show a preview? We cannot show a preview. It's against our contractual obligations that we have not obligated to.
Oh, thanks, Matthew. Matthew said he thinks we are talented, and he looks up to a lot of us. I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I'm just sitting in on his YouTube fame. I have a very modest channel.
Have I ever met the Mouse? We were in Las Vegas at the same time, and I was trying to get a hold of him, and I was going to do an impromptu interview because we were both at the MGM, and he was already on a plane.
Who's Mana? We have to check out Mana. We keep hearing about Mana.
No Mana. I think that is someone on Mousetrap as well. I have listened to No Mana, and yeah, he or she is pretty good. How long have you two been together?
I've heard of Martin Garrix, but I have not heard him.
Motherfucking Animals? It's the Woodblock song. Have you seen Eric Pry's Epic Show? No, I have not seen Eric Prydz. Sorry.
I'm out of my depth with all this stuff because this is know a lot more about this music than I do.
This is contemporary dance music, but actually pretty good. Eric Prydz is pretty good. Yeah, No Mana. Yeah, I've been on the Mousetrap YouTube channel, and I listen to stuff on there because usually it's really cool, emerging artists that appear on there. Skrillex was on Mousetrap. Yeah. What's my favorite Pokemon? I think only I can answer this.
Yeah.
Oddish is my favorite. Are you going to write another soundtrack? No, I'm not going to do that again. That took a long time.
You could tell them what we're working on if you want.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with what Exemption said. Can you read it out?
They can also read on there, the chat. But would you agree that to develop a better ear for music, you need to listen to more music from every genre, etc.? Yeah.
Listen to the greats. Listen to the people of note. And then some of the obscure people that, you know, fell by the wayside, but you can find their albums in dollar bins. That can be interesting too.
Mm-hmm. I listen to a lot of old disco and like psychedelic progressive rock.
Micro G and DJ Sven.
Oh yeah. And you know, anything with Yee in it, I like that. Would you ever consider designing a plugin? Yeah, one day. That's on the list. And it would probably be for free or something like that. I don't know. Like a lot of stuff has already been done. There's a lot of companies that do great work, and I'm just like, how do you even do that?
I love Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
I love Pink Floyd.
The Grateful Deal. We should start a band called The Grateful Deal.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
The Grateful Deal. But
Is Spinnin' Records dead to you? I actually haven't been on Beatport in a long time. My boys Vinay are on Spinnin', so yeah. But other than that, Venetian Snares. We actually listened to Venetian Snares, and it was pretty interesting.
It was really interesting.
It was very bleep bloopy and very like.
I thought it was.
It just kept you guessing.
It was interesting.
It was very creative.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm not going to say it's interesting because when someone says it's interesting, what does that mean?
It means they don't want to say they didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't totally agree with that.
Industry tip.
Maybe. Who else have we listened to lately? There's a band, actually. We mentioned these guys last time. But there's a band from Vancouver that's a lot of fun. They're just really good live. They're called Dirty Radio. And they're pretty cool. They produce and write all their own stuff.
One of them watches my videos.
Yeah, one of them learned how to use Ableton from Brent, but they co-produce and co-write everything, and then they perform everything live, and they use Ableton live on stage. And I think they're a great example of a band using Ableton to, they even sync their Ableton with...
Yeah, they have Ableton doing lighting.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Really neat.
Yeah. I get a blank when I'm in this type of situation. I can never remember. I need to have a list because I'll forget.
Oh yeah. I used to have a righty downy list, but it's fine. We're just off the cuff. Whatever that means. What does off the cuff mean?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
But who do I like? Who do I think is awesome? It's not even that late, but.
Oh yeah, it's only 10. Look at us, we're like a mirror of each other.
Except my hair's... No, your
hair
is really long, actually.
Way better.
You never show people your hair. He's got really long hair.
It's not about my hair. My videos are about Ableton.
Okay. What did you take from Pensado? Can I tell them the story of when...
Oh, yeah, please do.
Okay, so when we got to...
Well, what happened? We went to LA.
We went to LA, and then Brent had been invited by one of the producers of Pensado's place to go and sit in on a filming. And so we contacted, or Sadowik contacted... yeah, you should unleash the hair. I agree. Sadowik contacted the producers and said, hey, we're in town. We'd love to come down. So they said, sure, we're doing a filming on Thursday or whatever day it was. And we went down there and they ushered us in, and it was kind of somewhat security, and there was had to go through various locked doors, and then we get to the top.
And it was they're in a studio that's it also is a security company.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of security
cameras and stuff.
Cameras. But the actual studio was pretty cool.
Careful with your hands.
Oh, sorry. Boom. Yeah. The actual studio was quite cool, and it had all these neon signs. And anyway, we walk in there, and they're in a meeting with Buster Brown and some other soul singer whose name I forget. She was cool. And we walk in there, they're in the middle of a conversation that's they're all kind of doing the thing that people in LA do, which is they sort of say something that makes them seem like they're important. Everybody in LA
Everyone
does
has
that.
an elevator pitch.
So everyone's doing
Even the
that.
hairdresser.
Even the people that are already really huge do that. So, oh yeah, I produced Mick Jagger's like hidden album that nobody knows about, and you know.
Yeah.
And anyway, so they were all doing that, but it was cool. And then we walk in, and everyone stops. And the producer says, "Hey, this is Sadowik." And Pensado gets up and says, "Hey, man," and he shakes his hands. He says, "I've stolen stuff from you," like this.
He's like, "I think I've stolen a few of
your ideas." And Brent's like, "Oh no, that's totally cool." Anyway,
the guy who makes like
that
Michael Jackson.
He makes Michael Jackson and
Lady Marmalade and all this.
Yeah, he's a great. And then we got to hang out with him a fair bit.
Yeah,
really interesting guy. Everyone involved in that was great.
He gave us a cup.
Mm-hmm. What's the shittiest song? The shittiest song I've ever heard.
The shittiest song.
Oh.
I know what the shittiest song is. The shittiest song is the one that you have never made.
That's a great answer. If you've never made it, it's shitty. Because as soon as it's made,
not trying is the worst failure of all.
That's why they love you, because that is incredibly on point.
That is basically what CM Punk said when he got his ass kicked in the UFC for the first time.
You should show them your hair. Come on, show them. Show them. Take it out. It's so nice, though. Hey, wait.
It's like the grossest.
No, it's not. Wait. You got to take it out. It's so thick. It's like this thick. His hair is like... Look at this hair. Look at him. He's like Rob Zombie. Wow. Now he looks dangerous. He's no longer friendly Sadowik. He's like... It is a little messy. I'll give you that. It's really messy.
I have had hair that's been had hair for like...
Right? And like if it wasn't like it's kind of been in his hat for a long time, but this is like the thickest hair. There's like 5 times as much hair as I have right here. You could sell this to like cancer research.
Well, like when I cut my hair and it was really long, like the last time I did, it was donated to cancer patients. It was just so thick.
Seamless and you are friends, right?
Oh yeah.
What's an actual shitty song?
What's an actual shitty song though?
That's a really good question. Probably like the worst songs you guys, none of us have heard of, because for a song to get out there, it has to be, something has to be good about it, I think, but maybe not.
Look at that majestic producer mane. Yeah, well, I don't have the beard that goes from here to here, like the Andrew Schlepp style. My relationship with Seamless. We're relating to each other. We're Facebook official now. Stefan, maybe I shouldn't say his real name. Never mind.
You and Seamless are friends on Facebook?
Yeah.
That's a big step.
You can say we're kind of serious.
I have to say something about you and Seamless, because before I knew you, I listened to a conversation you had with Seamless, and it was in I have a 1957 Airstream trailer that's really cool. It's like an old diner inside, and anyway, so I was in there, and I was listening to it on my Bose speaker, so it was booming, and I could hear like Sadowik's deep voice, you know, and Seamless was asking him all these questions, and you were pretty inscrutable, and you did not...
What does that word mean?
You didn't give him a lot of energy, like... You seemed like so closed off, and I thought that he was a really good sport about it, and I don't think that you were that nice to him. But I think that Seamless is intelligent enough to kind of understand introverts, because you're an introvert, and you were just having an introvert moment, and you were not being intentionally unfriendly. You were just kind of like answering things with like one-word answers, and
I'm just kind of nervous.
You were a little nervous.
I always get weird.
Yeah. You're less nervous now than you were back then. I don't know. Something's changed.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
Yeah.
No, but Seamless is a cool...
Seamless is
a cool cat.
Yeah, he is. He's got long hair too. Or is it a long beard or long hair?
Both. He's just... And apparently his dad has like the same kind of hair, but it's all red.
What is a GOAT?
Greatest of all time.
Conor McGregor's pretty cool, but you know Muhammad Ali was really great too.
He's not quite GOAT yet.
He'll need to work a little.
He needs
longer,
to defend his belt first. 1:45.
Oh, someone's asking a serious question. What do you do to get in that creative place? I've been wanting to throw down some new stuff and I get in front of the keys and nothing. Okay, this is a really good one. Everybody has a different way to get to their creative space, but I think as wonderful as connectivity and technology is, I think often allowing yourself to have space where there's nothing happening, in other words, boredom, kind of the opposite of what everything in our society is leading us to do, which is to never be bored. But I think boredom, actually, there's a lot of scientific evidence to show that having time when your brain is just idling and not doing anything is absolutely essential for the creative process. So if you're sitting in front of the screen, ask yourself, when was the last time you let yourself be completely free of some kind of stimulation, whether it be checking your Twitter and your phone, to listening to something, watching TV, Netflix, anything, unplugging and being, especially around nature, even if it's just walking through a park. These kind of things can really stimulate creativity. That's not the only thing, but that is important.
I'd have to agree. And also, there's it's writer's block, and the reason it's called block is because it's something that you can break through. And Steve Duda once said, I think it was on Pensado's Place, that when he wants to write a tune, he goes through like one shots, synth sounds. He fiddles around with something, and he compared it to lighting a cigarette lighter to try to get something going. And then once he had that one little part, that idea, then he built around it.
So someone asked, the same gentleman asked about...
I have another one more thing to say. Is actually we were at the taping of Pensado's Place, and Buster Brown. It's a fascinating episode, and what he was saying is, brain. No, what he was saying is that you have to work at your art every day.
Yes.
Work on the technical aspect of it every day. Yeah. So when inspiration hits, it's easy.
It's like an athlete, okay? But it's your creativity that you're training.
You're not supposed to have like creative visions all the time.
No, that's not
unless
gonna
you're
happen.
Freaking Tesla.
But even if you're Tesla, you don't. Here's the thing, okay? Thank you for bringing that up, because that is key. Basically, we are all like martial artists as creators, and we need to train for the fight. We're like an MMA fighter, even though it's not as violent, but sometimes it is, depending on the music. Or we're like a swimmer, or we're a dancer, but you have to train your mind on a regular basis, even when you don't feel creative. So you have to go through the motions. That doesn't mean you don't need that unplugged time and that disconnection time. You need that too. But you also need to go and sit down and do the work, or stand up, whatever it is that you do. And if you do that on a regular basis, you train your mind to be prepared for when those waves of creativity hit you, and you can just grab it and go.
You have the technical ability to capture it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Musical ninjas, exactly. Hey, that's kind of a neat, yes.
Yeah.
You've absorbed the info. Good work, Grasshopper.
Yes. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. Humming melodies is a good idea. Abso-friggin-lutely it is.
Very much so.
Because what you can do is there's like every device, like there's a microphone in front of us, there's a microphone on the Mac, there's a microphone on your phone. Just click record and then whistle it or hum it. And then once it's that, you drop it into Ableton and you right click on the file and you go like convert to melody, and then you have MIDI. Or you can like breakbeat.
Oh, I just have another tip about creativity. When you're really blocked, another little hack. Well, there's a couple hacks, okay? So many. But here's a hack. Go and listen to something that really, really inspires you. Preferably something that's not totally new. And there's a reason I say this. Something that's maybe at least 10 years old. And then go and take an element of that music and copy it. Make your own version of it. Borrow from it. edit it, sample it, do something.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to keep it, because oftentimes all you need is that little boost of something that you know you love, and then you build from it. It can even be a tiny little motif. Now, obviously, you have to be careful about copyright law and all that. And I'm not even saying that you should keep it in the final version, but in a lot of cases you can, because there's a lot of things that can't be copyrighted, like chord progressions, rhythms, bass lines. All these things in general can't be copyrighted. So I'm not saying, but everybody does this. I mean, the Beatles did this, the Stones, like everybody copies whether they realize it or not. So sometimes just listening to something that you absolutely love and then borrowing something and building from it can really kick you out of a creative drought. Yes, something to build around.
What is that, like emulate and then improvise? So it's like you copy halfway and then you do something else.
Here's another thing that I mentioned on our last stream, which is Brian Eno's oblique strategies. So I'm saying it again because it's amazing. Brian Eno's oblique strategies, they're free online. You can download them. You can make your own cue cards, or you can just look at them online, which is probably what everyone will do. Amazing stuff. Brian Eno's oblique strategies, which are basically for breaking through creative blocks and being stalled in different art. Too much stuff going on in your tracks, not simple enough. Okay, so this guy is saying he seems to have a problem with having too much stuff going on in his tracks, not simple enough. When you say enough is enough, you feel something is missing. Well, maybe what you have,
there's two things in the same octave. Move one or two things up or down, and it'll like fill up because you have like or things are masking each other, but that would be the same. Everything's kind of in the same octave. It's hard to say.
Can you borrow drum beats? Of course you can, but you might have to pitch them or change them or slow them or like cut them up and change them. I mean, you have to be careful. I don't actually know all the laws about this, so by all means go and check. But I think that,
there's
go on.
There's never been a major lawsuit because of a snare being sampled. Like you would have to take a substantial amount, because fair use, what is considered in fair use is the amount of the work copied. So if you have, like, for example, Justice sampled 50 Cents in the club, and they sampled a snare, and basically, like a snare in relation to the entire 3.5 minute track is very minuscule. So even if, and if it goes in front of a judge, I'm assuming people be like, whatever, because you remember how much a big deal it was that Vanilla Ice sampled Under Pressure or whatever? That was like the hook, and that went to court, and that took a while. It took a while to be resolved. So like, I don't know.
Ice baby.
That. So like, I don't know, if something goes to court for a snare, I think the judge would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?
But
Get
here's
the fuck
the
out
other
of
thing,
my court."
like, okay, you can get in trouble.
You need to
I have to like back off.
I don't know. Are you hearing the tapping?
Let us know if you can.
Because look how much it peaks when you tap and you're
totally
just playing with your rings and stuff. Just be careful.
I'm a fidgeter.
I need to get a shock mount or something for that. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Oh, I was gonna say, in some cases, there's some famous cases, such as Bittersweet Symphony. The Rolling Stones sued, and I think they got everything on that song, even though it's silly. Because
they had it cleared, but they didn't have all of it clear. There's something finagly in the contract.
That one.
They had the sample cleared, but they didn't get a mechanical license for it, or something like that, to do a cover.
So I think it's their only really, really huge hit, and they didn't get any money for it. They didn't get anything. So you do have to be careful.
Yeah.
But I suggest starting with something that you borrow and then building around it and, take it away. and put your own thing in once you've got something that I've actually never done exactly this, but I'm just thinking on the fly.
I've never done that at all.
I've done that. You know what? I have done that just like with my guitar. I've been like singing a song that I really like and playing it.
And then you like transpose.
And then I'm like, oh, I did it up. I can do it like reverse it and then add this other thing, and it just sparks you. And by the time
that's called recontextualization.
It just totally
and that
changes,
is,
and
that is fair use. Recontextualization.
Yeah, Daft Punk absolutely did.
Yeah,
that was one of your first big.
Yeah, that was a scary week.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back. Excuse me.
You can't just leave. Okay, fine. I just can't seem to make drums that sound good. Drums that sound good. Like, are they... Like, when you say make, you mean, like, synthesize? Because you can, like, do different tricks. You can layer a bunch of sounds. You can compress them. You can put transx on them. You can do all sorts of fun stuff, and you can sidechain everything out. You can kind of clip them a little bit, saturate, do all sorts of fun stuff. Drums are fun.
You're back.
Bring the threshold down, and then just like have a bit of an attack and a fast release, and put a room reverb on it. Yeah, realistic drums are tricky. When I don't feel inspired to copy melodies from other songs, I really have to see how the melodies are like. Yeah, and you can like kind of see the DNA of music and be like, oh yeah, this in a piano roll kind of makes sense. Yeah, start with good samples.
And also you can notice like the structure. Like one thing that really inspired me was, in R&B songs where they start out and it's like do 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 do, and then they repeat do 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 do, and then they have a pre-chorus do 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 do. Do 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 do, etc. Oops, what am I doing?
You're like almost
it's
touching
like moving
the
my
mic.
hand, but it was expressing my musicality.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point was, sorry for the lackluster singing, but you notice how there's like this part and then a repeating part that has a slightly different end, and then there's the pre-chorus. And as it's going, it's kind of going up. Like it starts with a low melody, then a medium melody, and then the chorus is like really high. And even just that, you're like, oh, that's interesting. So that's a little thing. It's a little thing.
Yeah. Improvisation. Important. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that name. Myrtonier Muzel.
Myrtonier Muzale. That's a really interesting name. I'm so curious where that name is from.
Yeah. Using the structure as a reference.
That's a great way to learn.
That's another good way to do that.
If you do that all the time and you never like experiment, then you're just a copycat. But for learning purposes, it's excellent, and lots of people do it.
Yeah.
Is it time for a brownie?
It could be time for a brownie.
You want a bite? No.
Yes.
I hope it's not dry. Do you need ice cream with it? Is it good? Good.
You guys can have one too.
Yeah. Yes, it's here, I'm just gonna pass them out through here.
It's an Indian name. Call me Jay instead. All right, Jay.
Take one. Everyone gets one.
Everyone gets a brownie.
Okay.
Take one bite.
Jay. Yeah. I apologize for butchering your name, Jay. If we could hear you, you could tell us how to pronounce it. Rio by Dead Mouse is your favorite progression by him. Okay, we're going to check that out.
Rio. Yeah, he's good.
Oh, that's such an interesting question by Jack J. What kind of music do you think will be mainstream in 100 years? Well, let's think about 100 years ago.
Yeah.
What was popular 100 years ago?
And
And
around Titanic, and around like the Titanic. We got Titanic music was popular 100 years ago, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Classical, like violin, stand-up bass, and
I think they were like the early starts of jazz too.
Really?
Oh, no. It was
No.
piano roll music and things like that.
Oh yeah, when like pianos were the shit.
Yeah.
And like if you had a piano, you were like rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, classical
No,
music.
100 years ago would have been
Irish
1916.
fun Irish music.
1916.
Play the spoons, and the washboard.
I'm not saying that what was popular
Future
100
classical.
years ago, but
yeah, every 100 years it repeats. We'll have EDM.
How do you find your musical voice? That's a really good question. That's like a long journey, but I think part of it is,
I'm still trying to find.
it's a lifetime, but part of it is just taking the time to figure out, first of all, what you like and what moves you, and then what comes naturally. Like if you start to experiment and try things, you might notice that one thing feels more natural to you. Like for me, I like singing blues. It's one of the things that always felt really natural to me. But I'm not a blues artist, but on every album I have something that's bluesy and folky. So that's just an example. And for you've always got like an element of disco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Disco and just machinery. Oh yeah.
Use reference tracks. Yep.
Are you from India? Are you currently in India?
Yeah, where in India are you in? We want to know.
This late fad of major heavy dip sidechain compression behind kicks, like it hate it. It's just an aesthetic, a new aesthetic. Like who knew that Justice would use compression, or like over compression as an effect. Now people are using heavy sidechain compression as an effect.
I want to ask the guy in
Mumbai. Nice.
I want to know, are you have you ever been to Pali Hills in Mumbai? I'm sure you have because it's a neighborhood. But Pacific Northwest. That's where we are. Cool. I stayed a couple nights in Mumbai and I was in Pali Hills, and that's the only part of Mumbai I know. So
I'm getting like more and more viewers from India.
Cool. A lot of people producing music out there.
And there's a DJ in India that got onto the DJ Mag Top 100. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, "Who's this guy?" And they're just like, "Okay, well, there's a billion people in India. Maybe he's popular there." Yeah. So like, yeah, India's a super emerging market.
A place for
so
music.
we're gonna there's like I'm gonna have to do videos in more than one language.
Mark G has a good question. How do we deal with BC being ridiculously expensive?
Move away.
Well, that's a whole other discussion.
Opinions on vaporwave. I think it's freaking cozy. It's great. It's like super neat.
I'm gonna eat off camera because.
Oh, okay. No, I'm okay. We're making tea. Yeah, vaporwave. Yeah, it's just an interesting genre of music. Like it's not too pretentious. Like there's no like hipsterdom attached to it. It's just, interesting music. And like I know there's a difference between vaporwave and aesthetic. I like both. They're neat. I'm not gonna start producing it. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe I can do tutorials on how to make vaporwave. You totally busted out the ice cream. I like that.
This is the best ice cream. Well, it's not actually ice cream, but it's so good. You guys, this will get you inspired. They're not paying us to do this, by the way. So good.
They're paying me. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mind?
Oh, yeah.
Good choice.
Subgene. Going pretty well. We got people. Gold Wave or Wave Lab? No, I did like a while ago for mastering and stuff like that, but it's all in Ableton now.
Hi, Gene.
I remember seeing your video where you installed the PCI UID card. Do you actually use UID plugins in your productions? I need to get a hold of them. I tried before to get the plugins on the card activated, and I'm on that, and yeah. I went to the factory to get it.
Nice to talk with you too, Serge. That's pretty cool that you're in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Russia's like a mysterious place to us.
Yeah, it's like...
We have so little
is
understanding of what Russia is like.
Yeah. There's a classic bundle. But I want to do some other stuff too, and, you know, I want to work with them to do some stuff. My Motu Ultralight retired itself. I moved on to Pro 40.
Balalaikas.
And vodka.
Nice. That's
you
a good combo.
You want to go make things now? Honestly, there's this one question that Deadmau5 did that inspires me so much.
Cool.
Watching tutorials inspires me as well. Yes, you can do it. We're all on a journey, myself included. Big Russian community in BC? Yeah, we do. What's the history of that?
Well, I know that a bunch of Doukhobors came to the Kootenays because they were not welcome in Russia, so they founded a whole
like a
community that's pretty cool in the Kootenays.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Deep house artists, Brent.
The special deep house, I don't know. I don't know very many. And do a hatless section for a couple seconds. I already took off my hat.
You could do it again.
No, I just it's too much.
You guys missed it. He took off his hat. It was epic.
Yes.
You mean me take off my hat? No, I don't want to.
Such a nice hat. What tool or idea caused the largest change in how you make music? Oh, geez.
What was the question?
The one I just read out?
Yeah.
I said, what tool or idea caused the largest change in how you make music?
For you.
For me, oh man, like where do I start with that one? What tool? I'd say learning how to use Sylenth 1. And this is like 9 years ago. that was the tool that was a game changer. And then getting my first pair of KRKs. Yeah. Or if you want to go back further, Ableton version 5 changed things when I switched from Fruity Loops to Ableton. That really changed the game.
I just want to respond to Jay's comment in India, which is he was saying that he wants to invest his full time in music production, but he has engineering and his parents don't support what he does. Yeah, it's tough. You should try to do both. Try
Yeah.
to make time for both. There's nothing wrong
yeah,
with that. In
do
fact,
both.
I think music is a really good complement for an academic
Yeah.
because it actually helps your brain. There's lots of studies that have been done on how, for example, in high school, students that study music do better in academics. So one can feed into the other. But it's hard because maybe just get through. Are you in school, Jay?
Yeah. I guess if you get through. Yeah, I think he's in engineering school.
There's so many good questions. Are you the biggest YouTube subscription-based music production tutorial channel?
No, I
I don't think you
am.
are. No, but one of the bigger ones. Have you tried to make music that's outside your comfort zone? My music.
Yeah.
We've just been doing that in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make the banjo?
How do you mix a banjo? What's going on? Here, you answer some.
Yeah, sure. That ice cream is too good not to eat. It's so good. Oh my god. We're just like having ice cream and chat instead of Netflix and chill. Ice cream and brownies and chat. You're a computer programmer by day and want to produce by night. Just make sure you sleep. Sleep is important. I know it sounds boring, but oh, sorry, I gotta get the tea.
Can using a different DAW make you more creative because you're out of your element, and it's a new way of working? Yeah. I've had that again recently using FL Studio. Just using the piano roll and like all their weird instruments that are colorful and pretty.
Isn't that stuff good, Brad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you say you need to go to school for music production, no. Do you need to go to school to be an awesome painter? Or an awesome photographer?
It can help, though. It can
Yeah.
help. Absolutely.
I'm saying you don't need to.
You absolutely do not need to if you're self-directed, but some people...
It's not like you're going to be like a cardiac surgeon.
No, but some people meet like interesting people in school, and
Yeah.
like there are benefits to going to school. It's just going to cost you a lot of money. That's all.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're making you hungry. I hope you have something to eat.
What makes music production a fulfilling hobby? Don't do that. Creating something intangible. And, just kind of always improving. It's kind of like a martial art.
It really is.
How do you stay motivated to continue to make music? What else am I going to do all day? I don't know. You should eat, Matthew. Okay. Good? Okay.
I think you're worrying a little too much about my fidgeting, but maybe it is really annoying to the listeners.
I don't know what the mic's picking up, though. They have no one said anything.
Good. Make tea. Yes. Chai. Yum.
Chai.
I love Indian food, by the way. It's so good. I make a lot of sort of Indian-inspired food.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite things about being in India. You can't hear anything? Thank you. See, my fidgeting is not bothering them. Thank you.
Your hands
very
are
much.
here and you're playing with your rings.
But if you guys start hearing annoying fidgeting noises, then...
Do you want me?
How do you know those guys? Who?
Hmm?
Who are you talking about?
The cymatic serum stuff at all. They emailed me once or twice, but I don't know. They seem to be kind of, I don't know.
Coconut bliss.
I didn't end up getting back to them because I was, in the States.
Yeah.
So I care if nobody will ever hear the music I make. I don't know. I think you might be getting into it for the wrong reasons.
I don't necessarily agree with you. I think that it's a natural...
Yeah.
It's natural to... You want this bite? it's natural to want to share because music is a form of communication. It can be. It's not always, but if you want your music to be heard, there's so many ways for it to be heard now. There's never been a better time to connect with people. There's how many sites are there that you can upload your music, and so that shouldn't be a problem. But if you're only making music because you want it to be heard, then yeah, maybe that's not the best idea.
No, it's like making music to be heard. It's great motivation to push your career in a certain direction.
How do you feel about using premise stuff like presets and loops in productions? I think we missed a couple things. Can we scroll back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do we listen to most?
On your regular time?
I don't know. I'm recording an album right now, so I'm not listening to a lot of music other than my own because I'm listening to songs and working on them and stuff. So I'm actually not listening to a lot of other music right now. But if you asked me like 2 months ago, I would have had something to say. Like, what do we like? Do you ever hear me listening to music right now?
No.
No, I am not listening to music.
We all know I don't listen to music.
How often do we stream? We streamed maybe a month ago, but we might stream more often.
Yeah. Oh. Virus TI Snow does rock. Yeah, they seem to be, they are into music production channels.
Music helps channel emotions, absolutely. Music is totally therapy. That's it. If you only make music for yourself, that's totally legit also. Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, Brazil. Anderson Silva's home country.
Oh, you dropped the Silva.
There's more comments below.
The Mouse Masterclass seems like it will be an amazing learning content. Yeah, I think so too. The Hans Zimmer one also. I'm probably gonna watch both. Ever done Juan Atkins style? Oh yeah. The originator. Music every day and chill on weekends, and I find that taking a day or two helps. Yeah, I think that that works. No speak English? That's fine. If you don't speak English, that's okay. Do you still make your coffee outside? I make my coffee inside now.
We've moved up in the world.
It's amazing.
Although we'll be outside again as soon as the weather's good. Truth be told.
You're very welcome.
You want some ice cream? Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Oops, wrong way. This is the SHIT.
Yes.
Yum.
The orchestra question, you can get a bunch of libraries like East, West, or Spitfire.
We don't live in the States. We live in Canada. And Sam Pendleton, your last name is cool. I think I said that last time too.
You're on a vodka diet. That can't be good for you. Yeah, the Dead Mouse Masterclass is $90.
Oh, yeah, coconut ice cream is the best.
The store didn't have any.
No, but I'm saying like just...
Oh, in general, you just...
Deerhoof. I've heard of Deerhoof.
Hoof. Cool. It's like a bunch of people. Mord Fustang? Yes. No, we don't live in the States. You just like...
We're Canadian.
We're Canadian A.
Canadian A.
I should go get my Canadian hat A.
Go do it.
Maybe,
get it.
Maybe next. Okay, fine.
Go get it.
We should put the ice cream away.
He has a Canadian hat that is amazing. I'm going to put the ice cream away, but I'll wait till you get back.
Okay.
Mark Emery, that's right. Sorry, eh? Yeah, this is a cool hat. This is very, very Canadian. Yeah, Toronto's actually one of my favorite cities in the world. I've traveled a lot. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Cute. Is that not Canadian or what?
It's more Canadian than a toque. I didn't know that was possible. Yes.
I should act like I'm up to something well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. Well, yeah, it can go like this, too. You can wear it like...
yeah. Well, the string's not there.
Yeah, the string's not there, but, like, technically. See?
Yeah.
But I think it's better like this. I like it down.
Protects my ears from high frequencies.
9 a.m.? Where are you that it's 9 a.m.?
Oh, wow. Eastern Europe, maybe?
Yeah. No. Eastern Europe would not be 9 a.m. It's not.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be.
I don't think so. Oh, hold on. No. Yeah, where?
Yeah, that's why you don't wear brimmed hats.
Really?
Yeah, it skews your frequency response. And your stereo image too, I believe. Do I use a bass reference speaker? No.
Denmark. London. India.
Who's my favorite YouTuber? I like PewDiePie. 6:30 a.m. in London. Wow, you're up before the chickens.
Okay, I'm putting the ice cream away. That's probably enough. Do you want to
Stream is more Canadian than winter construction in Tim Hortons.
Ice cream.
We got ice cream and flannel hats.
Bangalore. I like Bangalore. That's a great city. Very civilized.
Sao Paulo, Brazil, and I love Tech House. Nice.
You're so cute in that hat. I think different hats change your personality.
Yeah. You love the channel? Well, thanks for watching, dude.
Okay, I'm putting it away.
Have we been to the States? Yeah.
We were just on tour in the States, March and April. Say bye to the ice cream. It's going
Goodbye,
back in the
ice
freezer.
cream. The ice cream is like the focal point of the stream. It's just like she just kept on going on and on about the ice cream and everything.
What the heck? I don't know. Oh well, I'm back.
New York.
Now I'm having tea in a good English cup. Look
People
at this.
really are interested in what you're drinking.
Sorry, guys.
Have
I'm ruining the stream.
Some more sediment. Oh, yeah.
This is a consumption stream where we consume things.
Oh, bottle of wine. Dude.
Oh, someone says you're more beautiful than I am.
Huh?
I understand. I won't take it personally.
I would have to agree with both outcomes.
See, I'm having a cup of tea because I'm a tea granny.
I'm an alcoholic.
Cheers.
We didn't make eye contact. That wasn't douchey. That hat makes me look Russian. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, you actually have a Russian hat. I don't think it's here, though, is it?
You know what, guys? Russian hats. I have a Russian hat. Russian hats are fur. This is not a Russian hat. I don't think so.
This is a hunting hat.
It's hunting. It's so that nobody hits your head with a bullet. Yes, I'll stop. I'll stop.
No. I think I'm not even sure. I just assume that this mic will pick up everything, including a fart. So I'm just like, be careful of any sound near it.
Oh, you have to bail.
Take care, Ian.
Ian, sleep well. You probably have to leave because you're hungry. Admit it.
Sherlock Holmes, he wears like the brim in the front and the back. Sherlock Holmes was like the original hipster, I think.
Oh, it's a Russian hat. Interesting.
The name of the artwork behind us.
That is my mother's art. So next time you stream, you're gonna have to bring your own food, okay? This is my mother's art, and her name is Francine Renaud. Renaud. Francine is her first name. Check her out. She's awesome. Actually, there's none of her art online, so you can't check her out. She really should put some of her art online. But
Yeah.
she has a website.
It's morning in Belgium. So yeah, we're gonna get like people joining in the morning. Sunday morning people.
I'm a big fan of Belgian food, and I love the city of
I'm a
Antwerp.
fan of that name too.
And the city of
Walter?
Ghent.
Walter?
And the city of Bruges.
Antwerp.
However,
Antwerp.
Antwerp is very cool.
Antwerp. Belgian techno, that's where that came about. The bonsai parties.
Yeah. Go find your ice cream. Ian.
I can't express how much you guys mean to all of us. You've taught us a lot of useful skills, man, and it really helps us in business. People are very secretive about their techniques. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of made me
That is an interesting point.
angry.
Street tacos are delicious.
It's like people are just like...
Just-
People,
But it's
we're
true.
talking about food. We should
Sorry,
just
the food keeps
stop
popping up.
and
So.
just talk about...
We had tacos for dinner.
No, no,
burrito
what I was
taco.
saying
But
that,
yeah, the people are secretive.
Yeah, and it's like what
the
you're
s-
doing is not an industry secret. It's like everyone kind of does it or figures it out.
But no.
And if you put techniques out there, more like other people will put techniques,
New things
and you'll
will-
learn new techniques.
Well, it's paying it forward. That's the thing. If everybody shared what they learned, then imagine how far ahead we
You know what's
would
really
be.
interesting?
Yeah.
It takes me like 2 sentences to describe something, and you can describe it in like one word. You could just say, "Oh, it's
Really?
paying it forward," and I'm just like, "Yeah."
You give me too much credit because
Okay.
we're doing it together. But thank you.
Okay.
I do enjoy the English language, but SI, I do like that. That's a Brazilian thing, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but it's not easy to find here, and it's kind of expensive. But it's really
Oh, is that
good.
with like the straw?
Yeah, and
the
you
metal
can make
straw.
no, that's something else. That's yerba mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's I don't think
I don't think you can get that here, or it's kind of rare and difficult.
your willingness to teach is going to be greater for the whole electronic music community. Actually,
I think so. I hope so.
yeah.
That was my theory.
I think the
starting.
more people, I mean, it's kind of like in traffic. If you do a nice thing for someone, you know that they're going to do a nice thing for someone else. And that's the whole way the world works. It doesn't always work out in your favor, but in general, what kind of world do you want to live in? A lot of times you kind of get what you give. So
Yeah, what does
give good
Sadowik?
things.
What does Sadowik mean? It's Ukrainian and it means gangster. And it's my last name.
What's a trap?
It's a-
David Mack. Ice water?
What?
That's a totally...
I think something went over her head.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a meme. It's his last name. Yes. Very, very last name.
SoundCloud? What is
Check my SoundCloud, bruh.
Oh, you're... Oh.
You are a gangster. It's the leg. Mashed taters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a potato eater for sure.
Brent loves potatoes. I can't eat too many potatoes. But I like them, but they're not good for me. I do like them, though. We had really good shepherd's pie the other night. It was delicious. I should just do a food tutorial. I cook a lot. But no one would come because this is a music stream, so never mind.
You could like apply like music production lingo to how you're cooking.
I could be like,
It's like I am mixing things.
I'm adding a little bit of lemon juice, and that's the high end. And then this nutmeg is the medium tones, and this chanterelle mushroom is the base. Oh, that didn't make
Yes.
any sense. Fries.
I want fries now. Compress the butter.
Oh, yes, you must compress the butter. Always.
What's my favorite frequency? 200 hertz. Or if you want to say my name like it sounds here, you say Wouter. Wouter. Wouter.
Wouter. Where are you from? Are you from Denmark? Wouter?
Belgium.
Oh, Belgium. That's a Belgian person. Oh, cool. Yeah,
I
I have to go. I
parallelly
almost moved
compressing
to
the
Belgium.
blender.
I almost moved to Belgium. I still think we might go to Europe and spend some time there at some point. That is the thing.
Take the train and just go around.
It's so fun. It's a little too dense though. Like I wouldn't want to be there forever. There's too many people. I like space. We're spoiled. Canadians are spoiled. We have so much space. Datawick, I think I heard the brown note in one of your songs. Datawick. I like that. Datawick.
A brown note? Did you poo yourself? Have I ever performed in the U.S.? No.
I have.
What do I think of a neutron? It's very good for learning how to EQ, learning how to equalize. You see, global warming is going to.
It's only good short term, but long term, it's definitely not good, guys.
Well, we just won't let climate change across the border, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, there's a very scientific thought for you, Mr. Science.
Belgian waffles,
Belgian
Panacoke?
waffles.
Panacoke?
Yes, Belgian waffles are amazing. Maple syrup, yes. Daddywick production, yes.
I love it.
That could be your alternate name. Yeah. We'll probably have to give that guy credit though, and like give him like some kind of like percentage. It'll increase arable land. Yeah, but the thing is with the extreme weather, it's not a guaranteed. I know I've heard that theory that we'll become the new California. It's possible. But
Wouter. I got it. Wouter.
Wouter.
Not Woutier.
Wouter. Daddywicks. You want 25%. That's a little high.
No,
come on,
you
guys.
get 20.
Dadawick. Your kids. Oh, what's your favorite song?
That you've made yourself. Oh, God. Are you allowed to have a favorite song?
Of your own? That I can't pick a favorite. It's always like, oh, today my favorite is this, whatever I'm working on usually.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd go with Waves.
Oh, hey, Wouter, what games do you play?
Minecraft.
Datawick is the hero we need, not the one we deserve. Oh, that's awesome.
I can be your hero, baby.
I can follow you wherever you go. Hold on, I'm singing a Bare Naked Ladies song, and you were singing a completely different song.
Enrique Iglesias.
I'm mixing a Canadian band with a not Canadian band at all.
That's fine. Have you used the Kush stuff? The plugins? No, I have not, but I've heard.
Daddywick for president. Oh, we'd be in a different place if we had Daddywick for president.
Oh yeah, everyone would. We would be illegal immediately. Like, first day in office, second day.
Who would be illegal?
Weed would be.
Oh, weed, but legal. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. We're not stealing your ideas.
No, your English is okay. Yeah, I want to learn Portuguese.
Portuguese is a really cool language. You play CS.
I only know one like word or phrase in Portuguese, and I don't want to say it.
Oh, this guy has to work in a few hours, and he can't go back to sleep because he's enjoying watching us drinking tea.
Oh well, dude, you gotta get your sleep.
You know what? We'll post this after, right? You can watch this. I mean, it's not the same though. You know what? You should tell us when is a good time for you to watch a stream, and maybe we should do more streams. We have to think of things to talk about, but clearly we don't really have that much trouble just improvising. You should get some sleep exemption. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
You should sleep. We'll think about you.
Yeah.
We'll raise a cup to you with the queen on it. You like the streams? What do you like about them, Jean? Marks.
Marks
Daffins, where are you? Tell us where you are, Marks.
Very good, my Portuguese. I only know who vai morrer, just because...
Anderson Silva.
It's what the Brazilian fans yell out when a Brazilian is fighting.
Oh, yeah?
It basically means you're going to die.
Oh.
They chant it to the other fighter. And there's another one, but it's a...
Oh, look, you're in England. Well, you'll appreciate my English cup.
I think it's backwards.
Oh.
No, like it's reversed.
Oh, it's reversed. But anyway.
Oh, no, it's not reversed.
Look at this cool fine bone china cup from
Please do not spill on my thing.
1977.
Oh, yeah. I said it correctly.
Oh, good. Well, Brent is very knowledgeable.
I like
to pick his brain. Yeah, he
Brazilian fighters.
We will post the stream. We will.
Yeah,
you will, right?
Yeah. It's an okay stream.
Linda or Lindo. So does the name Linda, that name must just mean beautiful. That's cool. It's a beautiful name. Lindo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll definitely be posting the stream.
You like the stream because you get to interact and it proves you aren't robots.
Yeah, no, it's fun to just pop in and just...
It's fun. This is the second time I've ever streamed ever, and it's super fun because you guys are great, and I don't know, it's neat. It's so international too.
Mm-hmm.
Hi is oi.
Oh,
oi.
Is there someone French here?
Je parle français? Oui. Mon français est tellement rouillé parce que j'ai arrêté de parler quand j'étais 6 ou 7. Alors, mon français est...
Bon.
It's not the greatest, but I do
Je
understand.
m'appelle Brent.
Tu parles français? Marx. How do you say Marx in French? It's a good language.
Yeah. How do you say
French
La
is fun.
Creusée?
La Creusée.
Creusée. La Creusée.
Who are you asking, Jay Awake? Are you
Oui.
asking Sadowik? Est-ce que tu veux parler avec Sadowik ou avec moi? Ou nous deux?
Nous deux?
The two of us. Nous deux. Is
Oh, deux.
de même façon. Tu as parlé quand vous êtes un enfant et maintenant tu ne parles pas beaucoup? Okay, so you want to ask, what was he? I don't even know what he was asking. Speaking French. Collab with us. You know what we could do? I just had an idea. Oh, I had an idea.
Whoa. Okay. Here we
You know
go.
what we could do? We could have a stream where everybody gets assigned like a specific instrument, and then we do a track, like all of us together.
Whoa.
Imagine that. It might be super bad, or it might be really interesting, or it could be a combination. Like it could be one massive improv.
Well, you know what?
That'd be fun.
You know what I'm
are there any
waiting
programs?
for?
If there's no program,
there is. There will
there?
be soon. Bitwig 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have like online collaboration,
Mm-hmm.
and I can set up like a server,
Mm-hmm.
and then people can collaborate. Maybe like 2 or 3 at a time. What do you want? Yeah.
Vous êtes 12 ans? That's okay. Dude, it's good to start young. There's nothing wrong with that.
12 ans?
12.
Oh,
We have a 12-year-old in the audience.
I'm 12, and what is this?
Hey, this is fine. As long as you're not
I
staying
started
up too
when
late
I was,
past your
when I
bedtime.
was
No,
12.
just kidding.
I started when
No,
I was 12.
I started writing when I was 12 too. 12 is a great time to start.
Mm-hmm.
Just get your sleep also, because you need to grow. And
Yeah.
don't drink too much coffee. Okay, I'll stop with the mum stuff. Hold on, I gotta go down, and there was some things that people said.
Real-time collabing, yeah.
I would love to do real-time collab.
It's not quite there yet because there's like a lot of moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
But
we should try Facebook streaming sometime. Why not?
I don't know how to. It won't
You
let
guys
me.
can tell us how to do Facebook streaming. Down in America, you drink wine straight from the bottle. That's all right. Not for 12-year-olds, though.
Yeah.
That's what someone said. I didn't say that. That was a comment. I don't even drink, really.
Not laughing at the age.
No, not at all. I think it's great that you're participating.
Music is all sorts of age groups.
Yeah, absolutely.
And languages.
It's anyone at any age and any culture. Music is the universal language. I'm sure you've heard that. So,
Mm-hmm.
Twitch makes a track.
Hmm.
Someone's saying, "How about the idea of Twitch
makes a track?" That's way above my ability to do. It's kind of like Twitch plays Pokemon. I don't know. Yeah, I'll let Mr. Bill do that or some shit. I don't know.
I'm sorry if my French is bad.
You call the cowbell? Okay, well, David Mack has already called the cowbell.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were.
Your license plate actually says I heart techno. That's a lot of characters. So if there's ever a... Never mind. Who do I despise in electronic music? With a heart. Apparently you can have hearts in license plates now.
That's cool.
Not heart. What? I don't despise anyone in electronic music. There doesn't seem to be a Kanye. Oh, maybe Carnage because of his
Someone's
derogatory.
worried that we're going to give someone else the cowbell. We can't promise the cowbell, though, because, sorry, you're going to have to be there on the day. So you just have to keep in touch.
First come, first serve for the cowbell.
But you can probably get the cowbell.
The heart symbol. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Oh, David Mack, I'm sorry you're hurt. It's just hard for us because we're sitting here drinking tea and wine and eating ice cream and we don't have our notepads to write stuff down. Will you remember that David Mack gets the cowbell?
Yes.
Okay, Sadowic's got a better memory, so...
Especially after a bottle of vino. Thoughts on M83? They're neat.
I like M83.
They're good sounds. Can you be a hippie Foley artist?
What's a hippie Foley artist? I don't even know what that is.
When you're old and your ears are bad? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take care. I plan on having my ears good for a while.
You're wondering if your name can be Vengeance. Do you like it?
I think Vengeance is already taken.
I'm pretty sure it's taken, yeah. But even if it wasn't, I mean, you can make your name anything. But yeah,
you can be Vengeance. You can be
Vengeance.
You can be better Vengeance.
Better Vengeance. Vengeance of tomorrow.
Or you could be like, fuck that other Vengeance.
We're not vegetarians, but I'd say we eat meat probably a couple times a week, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't eat a lot of meat, but we do eat meat. You know what? We get meat from the island, like from a lady that grows cows on her property.
Yeah, it comes out of the ground.
And we get deer meat and we get fish and stuff like that from where we live. We live on an island.
Yeah, everyone's excited about the Dead Mouse Masterclass.
What is that?
It's a class that Dead Mouse is starting.
Yeah. Wow. He's getting ideas from you.
I wouldn't say that. I think people paid him a lot of money. And that's where he got his ideas.
I want to know what a vegetarian looks like because I've not figured that out. Does that mean we look really healthy?
I think we look very white.
The mouse is in the house.
Really? That'd be surreal. Vengeance. Well, we look like hipsters. Yeah.
I guess
I guess so.
Don't know us very well. We're far too geeky to be hipsters. Right? We're music geeks.
If we're hipsters, I don't even know what to call the other people that are doing whatever.
This is not a boring stream?
Well, yeah, because there's teen Isles in the house.
Oh, come on. You give me too much credit.
Joel was inspired by the great Sadwick. It's the opposite.
Do you think, maybe you guys, do you think he's ever seen your channel?
Probably.
That's
Maybe.
Cool. That's really cool.
He tends to be low key. We have a roommate trying to be very, very quiet.
Our lovely English roommate just came in. Do you want to say hi to the stream?
Oh.
We're streaming, we're talking to some people. There's people from all over, like England. You can tell them where you're from. Look, you can sit here for a sec. Say hi to them.
Oh, she's got a towel.
I've got a towel on my head.
This is Roxanne.
I hang around with women.
Nice to see you.
So basically, I run a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and I'm video streaming to a bunch of people.
Cool.
And I do this sometimes, and they ask questions and
Oh my god.
whatnot.
They're saying hi, Roxanne.
Excuse my towel.
Roxanne just got a really cool job. She's working for the National Film Board, which is incredibly cool.
Very excited.
Roxanne. Everyone's saying hi.
Hi.
Now you know where she works.
Nice. Buy me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's so cool.
Thanks for doing
Yeah.
They said you should take off the towel. It's a no towel party.
Everyone has strange headgear, so it's all good.
Someone loves you, apparently.
Oh, nice.
You have a new friend now.
And, Roxanne is somebody's idol already. Roxanne is pretty damn cool. I'm very happy to have her here. And where in England are you from?
Brighton.
She's from Brighton.
Right.
I knew that, but I was having a blip. Brighton.
It's apparently like
Brighton.
7 in the morning in the UK right now. We have one guy in there. In the chat. People are going to write songs about you now.
Roxanne. She's never heard that before. You don't need to wear that towel tonight. That's not mine. Someone else said that. Here's another thing. What I would love to see is if you guys that are here chatting with us, if some of you guys collaborated together. Like
Just
everybody say
#collab, bro.
Yeah, hashtag collab and see what happens. Because you guys are all inspired by Sadwick, I am assuming, because you're on this stream. So
Nah, they just beat information out of me.
Yeah, they're just like, give us more. If you could do a collaboration with any artist, who would it be?
Deadmau5.
Deadmau5. For me, oh God. That's a really good question. I don't know. I would probably work with... Oh God. Someone's just commenting.
Oh, no, that's just live
No.
on my other videos.
I don't
Who's that gentleman you met at the Edmonton Folk Festival?
Oh, of course. Yeah, Sam Beam.
Sam Bean.
Yeah, for sure.
A very furry southern
Oh,
gentleman.
I would love to write songs with him. He's
Iron
my
and Wine
favorite
guy. I don't think
songwriter.
anyone...
Sufjan Stevens, although I think he's not probably a collaborator, but
Oh,
I
and who's
love
that other
his-
guy? That's weird. He just released an album. Or was that
I'd
Sufjan
love to collaborate with some of my favorite writers. Actually, I'd love to write something with Lady Gaga. I know she's sort of not as popular as she used to be, but she's a great writer. Sia, Lady Gaga, Robin, Beyonce,
Dimitri Vegas and Mike. No Rob Swire.
and Taylor Swift. I would write a song with Taylor Swift because she knows how to write a song. She's really good.
Yeah.
Although she co-writes, but still, she's excellent.
The most influential artist I've listened to, Deadmau5.
See, we come from very different perspectives, but
Yeah. I have 2 phases of electronic music. First phase was Belgian techno, 2001 throughout. And then when I was getting into producing and DJing,
Oh,
Deadmau5 first started. So yeah.
I love Damien Jurado. I absolutely love that guy. That song Ohio. Everybody go listen to that. If you're not into folk music, don't listen to it. But if you don't mind a well-written song, listen to the song Ohio by Damien Jurado. Amazing.
Oh, what's up, Soren?
Someone from Holland. If it's not Dutch, it's not much.
What did Frank's shirt say?
Oh, what did it say? Some people aspire to be great. Others are just born Dutch. My stepdad is Dutch.
Do I make techno stuff? Yes.
Yeah, that song Ohio, I have to go listen to it now. I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Goosebumples.
Yes. Ich haben die something. I can't say the last thing. Ich haben die Vision.
I think that might be Dutch.
Yeah, but
Achtung. That's
that's German.
that's my own. That's the only. Oh yeah, that is German. Whoops. Wine. Oh, wine.
Oh, it's a kind of.
Oh, iron and wine.
Oh, iron and wine.
Ich haben die Win.
Yeah, lack of topics. Oh, maybe we're like tapping out of topics.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's been about 2 hours. This is about the time when I lose consciousness. Mm-hmm. Wine is wine. See, we're learning.
This is very
We're
cool.
learning words.
Yeah, we are learning words.
It's like kindergarten.
Yeah.
You're like
No,
yeah.
no. I'm just thinking how, moments like this where we're talking to people.
Isn't it weird?
All over the world, and everyone's excited about music and joking around, and it's such a contrast to the fear that everyone's been feeling.
And no one's posting any swastikas.
Whatever,
no one's calling each
BS.
other faggots or whatever the fuck.
It's not that you shouldn't be
It's a
politically
very
engaged,
cool
but
chat.
you need to take breaks.
I don't
from
have
it.
any moderators.
No moderators.
This is just the cool people.
I wonder if you could pay for a private chat session on Skype to learn with Brent. You know what, Brent? I've suggested that to Brent because it's so nice to be able to just have his attention all to yourself, and I think you should offer that sometimes. I do. I think you should try that. That's just me. I've suggested it.
I know people say, "Oh, I'm so busy, I can't do that." Like, I am legitimately busy.
You are busy, but the thing is that
stuff.
if someone was going to pay you, then that's a job, right? And whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I
that'd be a
know,
cool
but.
thing. Your Dutch is dad. Your Dutch is bad. I thought you said my Dutch is dad. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't really know much about the lady, but you guys are a super cute couple. I'm going to leave and watch your massive video.
Nice. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging around. Yeah. We missed a bunch of things.
Yeah, German is very similar to Dutch. I guess.
Florida. Holla holla.
Whoa.
What are your future plans?
Finish albums, release albums, make money, buy yachts.
Gene is saying he would pay for a private Skype tutorial.
Yeah.
Well, you can send Sadowik an email and say, I'll pay you to give me a private, and he might get back to you. He sometimes gets back to email. There's a 12-year-old artist in the chat.
Teaching is great until you get a brat for an hour. What's up, Deep Tracks? So yeah, everyone's trying to be.
Exemption is back. You're not getting any sleep before work, Exemption. You better not blame us tomorrow.
You're in Michigan, so I'm already basically in Canada. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan.
You would pay to get a free hug. That's funny. Bye, Leonardo. Have a good sleep.
Sometime soon, yeah.
I'm shaking again.
Have
I'm
a
shaking.
brownie.
Oh, look. Do you want a big one? Look.
Jeez.
Okay, Brent's having an end of the night brownie. We don't usually do this, okay? This is like a special moment.
He's just like showing all the food.
Brownies.
You're so proud of the brownies.
I am. It's my first time making brownies. I've never made brownies before.
I made her make brownies for me. Someone lives in Ghent.
Oh, I love Ghent. Oh, I have some really good friends in Ghent. A friend of mine who is a concert producer, Secret Hero Concerts, and he just had a baby with his wife, and they live in Ghent, and I've been to Ghent. I have a guitar. I have a guitar that I left in Ghent when I was on tour, and I need to go pick it up.
Are they special brownies? See, they know
Do
me
we
too
like
well.
rock or metal? Yes. I like both. Some metal and lots of rock. Yeah. I always thought Sada would look good as a bald guy.
My head's way too big.
Door direct. Cool. Have you ever performed live? Brent was a DJ for quite a while, like a pretty popular DJ around here, locally.
Yeah. Do I like music? It's okay.
You can build a lot with rock and metal. Do we like music? That's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
You asked a really difficult question. I'm going to pour some tea. You can sample that, guys.
You got mic technique.
We're getting pretty goofy now.
Mm-hmm.
How's that brownie?
It's good.
Good.
That plate's gonna get freaking destroyed.
Oh, God. Not as a DJ. A far performer? What does that mean? I've been to Bruges, however you pronounce it. Different people pronounce it differently. I have been there. Yeah, it's so gorgeous.
It's Bruges.
I like Belgium. I'm a fan.
I like your breakfasts.
Mm-hmm. Like Belgian waffles and things.
Yeah.
I know, we've been just like teasing everyone with food this entire time. Ice cream, brownies, like, oh. But, you know, it's our Saturday night. What are you going to do? You're right. You don't have to like music in order to want to make it. That is true. Sorry I made fun of your question. But, I mean, I think we're both...
Yeah, you can be
I'm
like...
a music... Are you a music lover?
You can be like a computer scientist and...
That's true.
Study, like, signal processing and have no interest in music whatsoever. You can just run sine waves through shit all day and be like, yeah, this is what I do. And you can still be into music stuff.
I have not seen the movie In Bruges, and I should see it because it's probably really cute. I think it's a romantic thing, isn't it? Have you performed as a performer and not a DJ? No, not yet. But he will.
Someone
because
just
I'm
said-
going to get him to play in my band. That is the plan. I hope one day. I'm like trying to see if he will. I'm grooming him to be my bandmate.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm being groomed. Someone said your music is very unique and very cool.
Oh, thanks. I don't. Where is that? Oh, thank you. Deep Tracks. You could eat a house. That's funny. Good play on words.
I haven't seen The Loft, no.
Colin Farrell. Yeah, Bruges is amazing. I played in Bruges in this really cute little venue, and then we stayed in the most beautiful old house and got fed great food. We rode one of those bikes that like there's two or three people, 2 or 3. I think maybe it was 2. We rode through the park. Bicycle built for 2. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Sado?
Thoughts on Trump as president? No thoughts.
We're not going to talk about Trump. This is a Trump-free, politics-free...
This is a Trump safe space.
It's a safe space.
Triggered.
No, it's just that we want to focus on other stuff. Because it's like, can you even get away? It's like the first thing we talk about sometimes in the morning.
You wake up and you're just like,
You're like,
Trump,
oh,
Bernie.
Birdie, whatever.
Anyway.
Oh, me.
You go to
I have my own
tnow.com.
YouTube channel, and I haven't got a lot on there. I've got a few videos. I've got
You got a website that has everything.
I've got a website that has all my music, and I have I've got SoundCloud that's got a few things, and you can listen to me on Spotify and iTunes. Just look up T Nile. It's at the bottom if you look down.
tnile.com.
Right.
Dude. Dude, no one's going to understand. Do I have a band camp? I think so.
How easy to success in music industry to make a living? How easy is it?
You replace easy with not possible. No.
Very, like, the chances of making a living at it are pretty small, but some people do. Some people absolutely do. Mm-hmm. But if you're going into it thinking, I'm going to make a lot of money, like, you might be disappointed.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe you'll be 1 in 5 million or whatever it is. It's like winning the lottery. And some people win the lottery, but
well, you can make a humble living.
It's not quite like winning lottery because there's a lot of skill involved, and some people, but a lot of the most talented people don't make a lot of money, and sometimes they'll get famous after they died and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think? You have a different perspective. You're buzzing though. He's like shaking. See, now he's shaking because of the brownie. That's what happens.
Brownie
I was shaking and now he's shaking.
And the wine is
the wine. It's pretty strong, right?
Powerful.
It's powerful wine. Yeah, it's 18% wine.
Moonshine. I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
I think it's flammable.
Don't do this at home, children. This is not for children. Okay.
I drink so you don't have to.
Yeah. I want to cry. Oh, no. We didn't want to make people want to cry. Hold on. We said something that hurt people's feelings, I think.
No. It's...
Oh. Do I have a MySpace? I think it's still there, but I haven't checked it in like 8 years or something. How easy? How does one get music published? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of stuff online. We just got lost.
Yeah. So, hold on. Okay. Whoa.
There's just a lot of questions, guys. Hold off a minute. We had to go back.
We're slow Canadians. See, we don't have capitalism like you do. So it's a little bit slower here. Some way to fix a shitty guitar recording to something better, like a plug-in or some trigger, because I can't record again. Run it through a gate, run it through an amp. Try different things, different amps, different plugins. I don't know. What makes it shitty?
I think that making royalties is well established. Of course you can make money. Oh my God, I'm not saying you can't make money. I mean, we both make a living making music, but so you can. But how easy is it? If that, like, I think people that make money doing music do it because they really don't have a lot of other choices or options. It's kind of like the only thing they can do. Definitely in my case, like, there's really no other way that I could make a living.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same for you. So
yeah. If
there's anything else you can do, you should do it. Mm-hmm. But if it's really the only thing you can do, there's a Rilke poem about this. Look up Rilke, the poet Rilke, and there's an amazing poem that's from Letters to a Young Artist, and it's a great I guess way to ask yourself if you want to make a living with art, because there's many ways of being a musician and an artist, and you don't have to try to make it a business or try to make money. But if that's the path you want to go, then read Letters to a Young Artist by Rilke. That's my advice.
It's good advice.
We just lost track of the stream or the
making beats and chasing something, but now it's Kevin commercial project.
The other thing is a lot of people that make money making music do several things. Like you were saying you were going to do graphic design or synthesizer repair. You can do those things, and you might have to do several things like
spin plates and stuff. Best to put yourself out there locally. Get out there and buddy up with DJs, make yourself useful. What I did is I volunteered to help set up and tear down at parties, like raves, basically. So I would get there at like 6:00 p.m. and then I was taking things apart at 9 in the morning, and I would do that, and then they would, get me to play and, just get out there and, do things. Offer to sell tickets, offer to poster, make yourself useful.
Making yourself useful is an incredible
Yeah.
way, because here's something, this is an inspiring thing rather than a somewhat negative, discouraging thing, which is if you make yourself indispensable to others, then at first they'll get you to do free stuff, and then often if you're really that good, then when there's a paying gig, they'll be like, hey man, like, we've got this, we need you. They already know they can trust you. They already know you're really good at what you do. Who are they going to ask? They're going to ask the person that's been there for a while volunteering. So volunteering and being in there and learning is kind of one of the only ways actually to get into a business like this, because there's so many people that want to do it, that if you're out there and you're like, hey, I want to make money, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You're not going to, but if you go in humbly,
But for like producing and stuff, you don't even have to leave your house.
No, that's true. I'm thinking from a different angle.
Yeah.
But yeah, production.
But like
you don't have to leave
locally,
your house,
when you
that's
say
true.
locally, you mean like, as a local DJ, as a local producer guy, they'd be like, oh, who's this guy? And
I tear down parties all the time, but people seem pissed when I do it. That's funny.
Make real live connections.
By the way,
But
sorry
when you
if
make,
we've. Oh, go on.
but when you make connections, don't say, don't say, hey, check my SoundCloud. Here's a link to my SoundCloud.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Don't do that.
If you do that, no.
It's so easy. You start by saying, hello.
Yeah.
What's
Relate
up?
to people. Like,
How you
would
doing?
you walk up to someone in the street and say, hey,
like your
here's my
pants.
CD, listen to it? If you did that, people would
Yeah,
probably
that
shoo
doesn't-
you away
that
and go,
doesn't
like,
work.
go away. No, you have to.
But you just say like, hi. I like ketchup. Do you like ketchup too? Like just anything.
Be real.
Be
Connect
real,
with
and then
people.
there's,
It's all
like,
about
whatever.
relationships, actually. Everything in life is about building relationships. So at the same time, you can be a total introvert, and on the internet, you don't even have. You can
on
build
the internet, you can
digital.
just, like,
there's a
yeah.
lot of things you can do through
And you
the
can,
internet.
like,
So you can be.
You can perfect sending out emails,
yeah,
and that works
you can.
too.
That's not, there's many ways.
Yeah. Can you imagine going up to like someone at a party, be like, I like ketchup.
Hello.
We're like, all right, gotta
Sadwick told me I should say this to you.
go. Security.
Oh, by the
Don't
way,
name drop either. It's a douchey move. Don't name drop. Well, I guess
actually, in some
depends.
instances,
All right,
saying that you've worked with someone in the right ways is okay. But
Dead Mouse
yeah.
did say that in an interview.
Yeah. What I was going to say, though, is that if we forgot a question, just repeat it, because things are going really fast and we're a little bit, like, spaced out, clearly. So
Yeah, I'm clearly spaced out. People like to find music. Yeah, like growing an audience organically, not like, this like, have you heard of da 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 da? Like, you hear it all the time.
producing with others is a great idea. And that's the benefit of going to school. Although there's a lot of negatives, but one of the benefits is the people that you meet, the connections you make. And so I'm not as opposed to school as Sadwick is. I think that school, because I actually went to music school.
Yeah, well, you can.
So I learned a
you
lot,
just
but I
start
also
start a producer meetup in your city. There's one in Vancouver called Groundwork, and it's good. You get connections that way.
going to industry
I
conferences.
went last time, and I didn't talk to anyone. I wasn't feeling that well. But
That's
they're
true. People like to
available.
find music.
Yeah.
Although the exception to that rule is if it's from someone they trust. So if someone you really like and trust is like, oh my God, if you're truly passionate about something and you're like, I cannot believe this artist that I just discovered, they're so good, you have to hear this song, then people will like that. But
Yeah, meetups don't really happen here in Kansas. Start your own meetup. And if another person shows up, that meetup is a success. Who gives a fuck?
someone's asking you, other than streams, how do you make money from music? That you could tell them something.
I'm Heisenberg. No. I have a few things going on. I run labels and all sorts of things. These streams don't really make a lot of money.
No.
Yeah. They're just a way to be be awesome on a Saturday?
The question that Kier72 asked is an interesting one, and I want to talk about it. They asked, how do you feel about taking two genres and making it one, which is something that I do a lot of with my music. I'm always blending genres, and it's super fun, and I enjoy it, and it comes very naturally to me, but it can be a challenge when marketing your music, but I think it's a great way to be original.
Yeah.
And it's fun and creative.
Matthew says, I've tried to get my music out there, but it's tough.
Maybe your music is...
It's not quite there yet.
Not quite
there. You need to... I'm not saying that you're bad. I'm saying that you need to develop a bit more.
You might have really good instincts, and you just have to keep honing. It's like carving. And sometimes, you have this big block of stone, and you chip away at it, and you're making a lion. And you go, oh man, it's starting to look like a lion. I've got the head, and I've got the mane, and I've got the tail. But you show it to people, and they're like, oh, to me that looks like a stone. And it doesn't look like art, and you're like, oh no, see, I can do that. And then you have to go back, and you got to get the whiskers in there, and it takes time. I don't know if that made sense. That was like a weird analogy, but that's how I think of making
craft
music.
Craft a unique sound that's yours, and make good music. I find that good music is like heroin; it sells itself.
Remember, there's 12-year-olds watching this.
Okay, well, don't do heroin.
State the obvious.
Yay.
That's an adult joke that if you're a kid you probably wouldn't get. He's certainly not endorsing any kind of use of anything like that.
No.
Yes.
And if you do, I'll find out where you live, and I will
tell your parents.
I will tell your parents and whatnot.
You'll tell the authorities. Yeah. I think what Dave Mack said is true, that, the thing is, if you're just, it's okay to share things as they're in progress and as you're going along, and to get feedback, like ask people for feedback, or not. You can also just keep it to yourself and keep working on it and be your own judge. That's totally fine too. But I don't think you should have any sense of entitlement that anyone owes you to like your music or listen to it, because nobody owes you anything. It's... Just because you make something and you think it's great doesn't mean anyone else is going to. On the other hand, there's probably somebody that's going to like what you do somewhere. So, but share it. But get feedback, and then you can...
My current thoughts on Ableton versus Bitwig. I've always said this, and I think that it's a good thing. Because Ableton now has a direct competitor, so support both. You get better software on both sides.
Aside from pop social media like Twitter and SoundCloud, what are some good platforms to find music connections, local and worldwide? I don't know. I don't actually know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I
you know what's really effective? Business cards. Them shits is bananas. Something physical. Do you think? I think sound design is very crucial. Yeah, you gotta know the basics.
What Dave Mack said, if you push your music before it's ready, the people that listen, I think that's true. You know what they say is that it takes a long time to work off a bad first impression. So actually, and I've had some success in my career. I've been independent, but I've actually been making a living doing like being a songwriter and performer for quite a long time. And to me, that's success. And I've been able to travel and tour. And my first album, it took me so long to produce and write and record and put out. But when I put it out, that first album blew everybody away in my community of music. And I ended up winning awards. I ended up playing to an audience of 20,000 within 6 months of releasing my first album. But that album, stands to the test of time, and it's still, I'm so proud of it still. I released it a long time ago, and I still have people saying, oh my God, that song or whatever. And I guess that's just like my experience, is that I was one of those people that waited to share things until I really felt like, yes, this is really strong. And I passed it. I had like a whole almost like board of people that I looked up to, and I said, hey, would you give me feedback? Like, I like your songwriting style. Will you listen to my songs and tell me what you think? And I managed to get a bunch of people to give me feedback, and I listened to that feedback, and there was, I don't know, not everybody that's not everybody's way, but that was my way. And I'm glad that I didn't put out all the crappy songs that I started out with, because it takes a long time to work off a bad first impression.
How long did it take you to finish your first album?
Like 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's not including writing. I'd been writing it for a long time before that. So just the recording took a long time. We're behind in questions, though. Let's go back.
Let's just continue.
Okay, fine.
Why does few parents allow their children to take up music as their career? I really hate that. It's just not, like, my parents weren't that supportive of it. I kind of kept it a secret, and now my mom doesn't really know exactly what I do for a living. But yeah, it's just you gotta have a plan to fall back on. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'm kind of stuck here. But
same here. I remember reading a book early on that said that if you have something to fall back on, you will always fall back. So that was my strategy, and it's great in the sense that I've got total commitment to what I'm doing. It's hard in the sense that you really have no other options. Like, well, I could do other things, but not like I've put so much of my energy and my time and studied, and so I am a lifer, as they say, and you are too. Yeah, we're just totally committed to this, for better or for worse. It's like a marriage to the work. And I agree with Michael Lopes that you should share. I'm not saying don't share, but maybe don't broadcast it on the whole internet and be like, hey, this is my first song. It's amazing. You should check it out. And then people are like, oh, it's not amazing. Or maybe it is amazing. I don't know.
I think we're about done. You want to be done? Any closing thoughts?
Oh my God. It's just really fun. I'm so glad we did this. I really enjoy I hope that this is helpful. Like, I just caught myself a minute ago. I'm like, should I be giving all this advice? Like, maybe I'm sounding kind of arrogant or like a know-it-all, because I really don't, and I probably could learn a lot from everybody out there too. So, but I think sometimes it is cool to share like your path or your, and you guys are sharing with us too, which is also awesome, and you're sharing with each other. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's a neat conversation with people all over the world. So yeah. Cowbell.
Don't forget.
Yes.
We're not forgetting.
And sorry if we missed anybody's questions. Things were just kind of going fast. So. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you like this, Vengeance?
Keep doing more.
Dadawick. Yeah. Dadawick.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll miss you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah.
Okay.
See you guys later. Don't eat too much ice cream, brownies. Just keep it on the DL.